What is happening, my beautiful nerds? I am back again with another video, and of course this is my Rogue One, a Star Wars story movie review. Saw it last night in 3D, had to take a night off really to digest the situation, plus I got home really late. So here I am, waking up, really having my thoughts where they need to be and giving you guys my honest opinion on it. Now, I will have to say this, it is very, very nice to have a Star Wars movie, excuse me, every single year. Disney, tipping my hat off to you, thank you very much. Now, let's get to the movie. Gareth Edwards. Beautiful. I mean, you captured the presence and essence that is Star Wars. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm being real with you. The sense of scale of everything, not just the Star Destroyers and the Death Stars. I am talking about everything. I'm talking about the planets, the mountains, the oceans, the skies, the stars, the space stations. I mean, everything. There's a sense of scale like you've never seen before. Truly never seen before. We even visit, this is a very, very minor spoiler, you most likely saw this in the trailer. They visit Yavin 4, which is obviously the Battle of Yavin later on. Yavin 4, and the way Gareth Edwards just reimagines that into a sense of scale on a big screen is wonderful. It really is wonderful. But let's get to the movie. We got that out of the way. First and foremost, the way that this team came together of the Rogue One squadron was so well written. It was so well executed. Every single person felt like every single person that was on the Rogue One squadron was supposed to be there. No one felt shoehorned in. No one was written poorly. Everyone, you got attached some way or another to every single person of this group. Now, we'll have to say this. There are a few standouts, like my favorite K2SO. I knew from the get-go he was going to be more than just a robot walking around. He was fully motion captured, and by God, I have never seen a single robot or human throw this much shade in one movie. I mean, he was throwing shade left and right, mostly directed towards Jiang Erso, but he was throwing shit left and right, and this dude was sarcastic as like, okay? I love it. I love all of it. I also really enjoyed Shit at Dimway. It is hinted that he is a former Jedi, but he is very strong with the Force. So, and he as a character is more than just a badass. He's very sarcastic, and he's very wise, but at the same time very funny. It is a very good blend, and I thought Donnie did a fantastic job of bringing that out on the big screen. I really did enjoy Jiang Erso. I thought her story arc was very emotional, and there's a scene in the movie, without any spoilers, that she sees the hologram of her father and his message, and there's something said by him, not directly to her, but him speaking to the camera and wishing she was hearing it, and she just breaks down, and I thought that was very good, very well done, and they really captured that moment and really did a good job of conveying it on screen, and that's due to the fact of how that was established in the prologue, which is of course the very first time the Star Wars movie starts that way, without a scroll down, but yet with a prologue that takes place 4 years after Revenge of the Sith. Fantastically done there as well. Now, I also have to say the following. I like how Gareth Edwards not just did this sense of scale, he really also turned it down and really made it really personal. Very, very personal on some things, especially like when they're on Jeddah, on the holy planet of the Jedi on Jeddah, and there's a city. And the city really looks like it's in the Industrial Revolution era. Like in China, you know, with all these cables hanging around, narrow streets and markets. Very, very interesting. Very interesting how the way that was done. There's also a planet that reminded me a lot of something straight out of a Ridley Scott alien movie. I think it was called Eada, whatever the hell the planet was called, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. It's where her father was kept. That was really alien-like from Ridley Scott. Maybe even so that was a kind of like a little, nod of the hat over there to Ridley from Gareth Edwards. All I know looked fantastic. And all the planets, again, all the planets that you visit in this movie, which is quite a few, are beautiful. They really are beautiful. Let me speak a little bit about director Orson Krennic. I thought the way that director Orson Krennic was done right. It was just the right amount in the movie. Now, he wasn't anything spectacular, but the way that his lines were delivered and the role that he plays in the movie is it does the job. It hits everything it needs to hit. Nothing too spectacular, nothing overwhelming. It's just the right amount. All right, that's what I'll say in my spoiler-free review about Orson Krennic. I will have to say this about Grand Moff Tarkin. The CGI of the face, holy shit. there were scenes where I was just like, I was paying attention to what they were saying, but my eyes were glued, like absolutely glued to Grand Moff, because I wanted to see the way everything was moving. I mean, it is spectacular. Truly, probably, excluding Planet of the Apes, this is probably the best motion capture CGI I've ever seen in my entire life. That was incredible. Same thing goes for Leia. Yes, Leia's in the movie for one short line at the very end. You know, and her, you know, facial motion capture CGI was just incredible. Also, like, wow, just applause. I mean, Gareth Edwards is a CGI person. He's a special effects guy, but damn, I was not expecting that. It was really cool to see Grand Moff Tarkin, though, in this movie, and to see him kind of be like, how he's taking over the day-to-day operations of the Death Star and taking that away from Orson Krennic. Really enjoyed that stuff right there. Let me also get to my boy DV, okay? Because Darth Vader is in this movie. And I'm going to try to get as much spoiler-free, but there will be very minor spoilers talking about Darth Vader. Now, when Darth Vader comes into the movie, it's on a volcanic planet, very similar to Mustafar, but a little bit toned down, not as, you know, eruptive and all that stuff. And it's interesting that that's where he kind of, you know, has his resting place, I guess. And this enormous, I mean, it's a fucking castle. Like, when that shit pans out, you're like, god damn. And as soon as I saw the lava, I was like, Vader's there. Vader has to be here. You know, and I think this was one of the reshoots that was done, because in the trailers you can see, you know, Darth Vader on the Death Star or on a ship talking to oh my god, I'm losing my words. You see Darth Vader like on a ship or on a Death Star in the trailers talking to the director Orson Krennic, but in the actual movie you don't see that. You see him in this enormous room, and when the doors open, it's this enormous shadow of just basically him saying, "This is how big my dick is." You know what I'm saying? Like, this dude walked in clean. You know what I'm saying? He may talk about an entrance, alright? For any WWE fans out there, WrestleMania caliber entrance right here by DV himself. Okay? I mean, Lord have mercy on my soul. Even Orson Krennic was like, oh my god, like, damn. Like, it was just beautiful. The fog was a nice touch. Also, right beforehand, this is a minor spoiler, but I do want to touch up on it. When Orson Krennic arrives at Darth Vader's, let's call it his home for now on, there's someone, a cloaked figure, that tells Darth Vader that, you know, the director is here. But Darth Vader isn't in his suit. He's in some kind of a tube, a resting chamber of sort, and he is out of the suit. Now, you don't get to see it vividly, but you do get to see parts of the body and him being in that liquid and with him, you know, with the breathing aid, which is very, very interesting. Very, very interesting that we finally get to see how Darth Vader gets to quote-unquote sleep or rest outside of the suit. Fascinating, fascinating. But if you're wondering, he did have all the cybernetics attached to him while he was in that liquid pod. Just saying. So, moving on. I thought that this movie had everything a Star Wars movie needs. Fantastic, fantastic film from start to finish. I mean, the battles. Holy moly, it felt like you were playing Battlefront, alright? And I'm not just talking down on the ground, I'm talking space battles as well. This truly did feel like you were watching a multiplayer game of Battlefront, which is a very, very good thing. Gareth Edwards really did capture that, and I'm very pleased with that. Also, I love the struggle inside the rebellion. It shows you that nothing came together and was just yip-de-hooky-doo from the get-go. You know, there was struggle in the rebellion as well, wondering should they even fight the fight after finding out they have that kind of machine known as the Death Star. Fantastic, truly. I mean, I was blown away by how good this movie really is. I can't describe to you how much I just want to sit in the movie theater and rewatch this movie day after day after day. Like, I enjoyed this personally more than Episode 7. Alright? I really, really did. This was pretty much the Star Wars version of Guardians of the Galaxy and Suicide Squad. You know what I mean? I mean, truly, truly. They are the Suicide Squad. Literally. You know, it's an undoable mission. And it is so well done. I can't, you know, stretch that enough. It really, really is, guys. Do yourself a favor and make sure you see Star Wars Rogue One, A Star Wars Story. I mean, this is incredible. All right, and it ties in literally right into episode 4, and I mean quite literally. Like, you can finish this movie and you can go right into episode 4, and it picks off literally right there. And Darth Vader, if you're wondering, Darth Vader does have a sequence in the film that showcases his might, which is amazing. And there's also a scene that Darth Vader has with Director Orson Krennic when he arrives at his house that he shows his humorous side, if you know what I mean. Not going to spoil anything there, but I'm sorry at the end of the review I kind of going all over the place, just kind of spazzing out over the film. But tell me what you guys thought in the comment section below if you have seen this movie. If you have not seen this movie, make sure to go check it out and then come back to this video and comment in the comment section below. Let your boy know, let's have a conversation about it. If you enjoy my review, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Really do appreciate that as well. Hope you have a wonderful day, and peace out, guys.